Bluff. Bluff. What? I'm calling my bluff. Boundless beauty on these bluffs. Redwing is one of the most treasured destinations in all of Minnesota. In the warmer months, this place is a tourist hotbed. But let me offer you this suggestion. Coming here in the middle of winter. I'm Eric Perkins. This is Travel Perks, and we're in Redwing. Every place has a story to tell. And if you're willing to pay attention, it'll let you in on all it has to offer. They call me Perk. For the last couple decades, I've told stories for a living. And the thing I've loved most about it is the opportunity to really immerse myself, especially when it comes to traveling. From the signature spots to off the beaten path, discovering all that makes these towns and areas unique. From the attractions to the activities, the food, the drinks, the lodging, the shopping, but mostly the people and why they love where they live. This is Travel Perks, and we're in Redwing. If I'm going to be spending the weekend in Redwing, you better believe my first stop is going to be at the Hanish Bakery and Coffee Shop. This place is nothing short of legendary when it comes to sweet treats here in Minnesota. Can I get one of those? Yeah. And then can I get one of the caramel-y ones? Can I get an apple fritter too? Oh. Is that like German chocolate? Can I get one of those? May I get the powder sugary puffy one? Do you have any like old fashions? And then I really want one of the pink sprinkle ones. What is up, Bill Hanish? How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
I'm really good.
Hey, if I was working here, I'd be really good too. What is it about this place that makes people love it so much?
I think it's just a great gathering place.
Yeah.
But also, I don't think you're gonna find anything that's very not tasty.
Okay. Nothing that's not tasty. There it is. From the bun man himself. I got up there and I sort of froze because it was like stimulation overload.
That's usually what happens.
But is it?
Oh yeah.
There's like almost too many offerings.
There's a lot.
And this is all from scratch?
All from scratch. Yep, all from scratch. It's made every night by the bakers in the back.
Time to get settled. Good news is, Redwing has plenty of outstanding lodging options conveniently located near the action.
But I'm here at the historic St. James Hotel. Look at this place. It's absolutely amazing, right in the heart of downtown. And this is my room for the weekend, the Nellie Sheldon. I'm told it has a beautiful river view. Let's check it out. And by the way, fun fact, featured prominently throughout this hotel is the work of another Redwing company. Dave Malkin is with SCS Elevator Products. Nice to meet you, Dave.
Nice to meet you, Eric. We've been in Redwing since 2000, and we're helping visually impaired people move throughout North America through ADA code compliant braille and signage for elevators. Everything we do has the braille on it, so you know what floor you're on, how you can move around.
You do this?
So this is the panel that the elevator companies make.
Yeah.
And our parts, our buttons, our braille, our signage, our no smokes, capacity plates, elevator numbers, everything that you see with braille on here is what we do. And we make that for roughly 70% of the elevators in North America.
That's awesome.
You know what else is awesome? The imprint this hotel has made over time.
The St. James has been around since 1875. Next year, they're celebrating their 150th birthday. There's a slice of history around every corner here. A perfect example of that is right here on the second floor. It's the American Ski Jumping Museum and Hall of Fame. In the late 1800s, the bluffs of Redwing were the perfect backdrop for the sport of ski jumping. Brought over by the Scandinavians, they actually held a couple national championships here in Redwing, as well as an Olympic trials event.
And when it comes to the slopes, nearby Welch Village attracts plenty of winter sports enthusiasts, but Redwing also offers up a full menu of other outdoor endeavors in the colder months.
cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, and others, as folks here really just find ways to embrace the season.
We've got everything here, it seems like. I don't care if it's, do you want to talk about the river, or you want to talk the bluffs, the scenery. I mean, you can't beat it.
You love the outdoors, right? And this is probably a pretty good spot for you.
Well, it's one of the things that brought me here is what's to our right here is beautiful river. And keep in mind, this is probably one of the, well, it is the only place in the state where you can fish during the wintertime. One of the things people don't realize is you get past these islands here, you're in the backwaters, and you literally won't even know you're in southern Minnesota. You can get lost out there if you're in a kayak or a canoe.
And you'll see eagles too.
Yeah.
Eagles are abundant.
Especially in the winter, it's really cool to watch them come and get the fish and hunt, and they hang up in the trees and perch up there, so it's amazing.
Those eagles aren't the only ones looking for fish, and those fish aren't just in the Mississippi River. I hit the trails with a couple locals to find some of my own.
A lot of great walking trails for the dog around here.
Oh my goodness, I bet.
The streams, the bluffs. Yeah, so this is Hay Creek. It's about I would say it's roughly like 8 miles long.
When you're fly fishing, you're mostly kind of going after brown trout.
Most of these creeks down here have brown trout. Some of them have rainbows. The trout like to hang out just in the slow waters, like just behind that rock there, because the bait will kind of come around and eddy around.
Yep.
It's a fun little hobby. It's one of my favorite times to go fishing because obviously the snow is beautiful, but you don't have many people.
Yeah, and the fish still have to eat.
And the fish still eat, yeah.
I'm trying to watch what you're doing so I can like.
Yeah, it's you know, kind of 10 to 2 if you think about it, you know. With your most of it's in the wrist. There you go. Now you're getting some distance.
All right.
That was a good one.
Thank you. I think I felt good about that.
Yeah.
Well, the brown trout didn't cooperate today, but it sure was beautiful out here.
Yeah, you can't beat a sunny day in the winter out here at Hay Creek. I'd spend every day out here if I could.
Yeah.
Also, I love the Redwing boots.
Hey, when in Rome, right?
When in Rome, correct.
Gotta represent.
Yeah.
Maybe it's my method, but on this day, the fish aren't eating at Hay Creek. But you better believe I am. Hay Creek Old Western Saloon is one of the most hoppin' eateries in the Redwing area.
To say that the Hay Creek Saloon is a popular spot is definitely an understatement. This family-owned business is definitely a local favorite.
It was built in 1887.
Obviously, it's been around that long. You're doing something right. What is it about this place that people like flock to?
I think it's just, you know, you're out of town, you got the trout stream, you got the bike trail, you got the snowmobile trail when we have snow.
Yeah.
You can ride four-wheelers out here, side-by-sides. We try to keep, you know, our beer cheap and our food prices down, so, you know, you can come out here and have a good time.
All right, a lot of good offerings on the menu. They told me to go with the bacon blue, so that's exactly what's happening right now. I think I approve.
Back in town, boots on the ground. And let's be honest, when it comes to boots, Redwing Shoes is the elephant in the room in this town. And speaking of elephants, something tells me they could probably fit them for shoes as well. Of course I'm wearing Redwing shoes. The iconic brand's footprint has been all over Redwing since the early 1900s, and frankly, they are a global powerhouse as well. As a matter of fact, another iconic Redwing-based company got its start right here at Redwing Shoes.
My grandfather worked at Redwing Shoe Company and got the okay to try to make himself a pair of ice skates, which he did. Brought them to the local ice skating club. They loved him. They wanted him to try. He was given the ultimatum as he's trying to sneak a few more pairs through. Either you're going to work for us, Paul, or you're going to do it on your own. Well, he chose to go on his own. It's a family business, owned and operated by myself and my 3 brothers today.
And really, you're providing these well beyond Redwing. This is
We sell to 45 countries.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yes, well beyond Redwing.
Yeah.
Rydell products have been worn by the world's best, from Michelle Kwan to Scott Hamilton. But the company goes beyond figure skates. They're also a premier roller skate company. As a matter of fact, these particular roller skates were worn by Usher for his Super Bowl halftime show.
We're back downtown for some nightlife, and what better weekend for it? It's the Big Turn Music Festival this weekend. They have this every year, and what makes it so special is that not only is it spread across 16 different venues, but there's 100 musical artists. First up, we're heading to the historic Barrel House. Perfect first stop. The Barrel House has been serving drinks since 1886. Now I know why they call it the Big Turn, because you're constantly turning to go to the next venue. That last rock show was at a baby store. Now we're heading down to an underground boxing gym where there's supposedly another venue. Let's check it out.
Actually, the real reason it's called Big Turn refers to the massive bend the Mississippi River takes here in Red Wing. But either way, this annual event rocks.
Okay, this is my theater voice. I've got to be respectful. The show hasn't started yet. This is where a lot of the headline acts are. It's the Sheldon Theater. It's been around since the early 1900s, an amazing building. Let's find our spot.
All that separates us distance, till then I'll embrace the time we have.
This band is Carriage House, one of the headliners, whose two lead singers are former Red Wing residents who love playing at this one-of-a-kind winter music festival.
You make my weak heart race a little faster, like a train running on the tracks from me to you. Train from me to you.
So to actually have a festival in a place where so many musicians drive through to get somewhere else, it's really special.
Yeah.
We could all meet here and actually listen to each other's music.
And unique in the sense that, you know, a lot of festivals are all at one venue. This is spread out, and it's just like, really, you can just, it's like almost like an art fair or whatever, really.
Yeah. I think last year, one of the days, my step count was 11,000 steps.
Just in that evening. Oh, it's so cool. I mean, it's such a cool little town, and to embrace all the different businesses, where when we lived here, we were like, oh my gosh, it would be great to play music here. Oh gosh, this would make a great stage or setting, but to have one weekend where it actually happens is pretty darn cool.
My evening capped off by listening to nationally renowned artist Dave Simonette, lead singer of Trampled by Turtles. A perfect way to conclude my amazing stay in Red Wing. Winter months in Minnesota can be long and tough, but a Red Wing respite can be a recreational rejuvenation. Not much hibernating happening here. There's a lot to do in this town, even when the temps get cold, and I'm grateful for the chance to have experienced some of it. I'll be back, but until then, it's off on another adventure. Where it takes me, find out next time on Travel Perk.